Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you all are having a great start to the week, or maybe not. Looking at the market conditions, क्या हालत है? I think a lot of us are panicking, right? A lot of you all are also, feeling stressed out, and it is completely normal. I'm just actually just back from the gym because that's the only thing that keeps me sane. Whatever happens in the market, that the gym is the only thing that keeps me sane. So, anyways, मैं एक वीडियो बना रही हूँ because ट्विटर का एक ऑडियंस था who had bought the investment checklist workshop and they had a query. And उस query को जब मैं उनको solve कर रही थी, I realized lot of people might also have the same sort of query. So I thought let me make a video on this. Okay, उनका query बहुत simple था कि like in the way कि like we have all this growth stocks in our portfolio जो race में first आ रहे, there is absolutely no problem in the company, but these stocks are also falling 20 to 30% in terms of a bear market, right? Are you having a similar type of drawdown in your portfolio, and how do you handle it? That was the first question. And the sub question to that कि like why are these stocks falling? मतलब उनका कहने का ये मतलब था कि लाइक इसका तो ग्रोथ मोमेंटम है, सब तो चंगा चल रहा है, सब तो ठीक चल रहा है, सो व्हाई आर दिस स्टॉक्स फॉलिंग इन स्पाइट ऑफ बीइंग रियली गुड, राइट? बीइंग मतलब बीइंग द बिजनेस बीइंग रियली ग्रेट, वो एक था. एंड द सेकंड क्वेश्चन वाज लाइक आई नो राइट नाउ बेयर मार्केट है, बट सिंस इवन दिस ग्रोथ स्टॉक्स आर नॉट रियली डूइंग रियली वेल, शुड आई लाइक स्क्वायर ऑफ माय पोजीशन टुडे एंड आगे जाके कल जाके व्हेन द मार्केट इज मूविंग अप लेट मी जस्ट कम एंड इन्वेस्ट इट बैक. ओके, सो ये तो उनका क्वेश्चन था. तो पहला चीज है कि लाइक अगर आपके पास इफ यू हैव अ कंपनी ओवर हियर, when I refer to growth stocks, I'm talking about those companies जिसका earnings momentum are really good. Okay, now it is not necessary कि like just because आपका growth stocks या आपका earnings momentum अच्छा है, आपका demand उस company में अच्छा है, everything चंगा चल रहा है, doesn't mean that company will not face the brunt of volatility in the market. Okay, this is like telling just because your company is as your business is doing really well and उसको volatility face नहीं करना है, it is like telling you're in a great relationship with your partner or your spouse, that means you're not supposed to fight. Like it doesn't happen, right? Every relationship अगर आप जाते हो fight होता है. This is like being like the best swimmer and you're complaining कि like I'm getting wet in the water. No, अगर आप swimming में करना if you're going to swim, you are going to get wet. If you're going to be in a relationship, as much as you have really nice happy moments, in between here and there you are going to have fights, and that is completely normal. You cannot separate volatility from the market irrespective of whatever you do, right? Volatility and market are intertwined. It's like two best friends, right? It's like having head and tail in a coin when you toss. You cannot separate volatility. मैं बार बार ये बोलती हूँ, do not separate volatility from the market. I know it is very hard to handle, but volatility is your best friend. There is no market without volatility. Okay, just like how you have good days and bad days in the relationship, it is the same way in the market, right? आपका relationship कब खराब होता है? जब सिर्फ happy moments है, तो डाल में कुछ काला है. It is the same way over here. Whenever you talk about markets, it's not necessarily कि like हर time green में all time high बनाते जाएगा. There will be times where where you will have your portfolio creating an all time high. There will also be times where आपका portfolio red में रहेगा. There will also be times where your portfolio will be completely like not doing anything, consolidate करता रहेगा, right? Ultimately आपका यहाँ पे control नहीं है in terms of what the market is doing, the bigger picture over here. You do not have absolutely any control in volatility. But what you have control is what you add and what you cut. Okay, only that एक decision पे आपका सिर्फ control है. इसलिए मैं बोलती हूँ. And see, another thing over here is, अगर आप देखते हो 2020 when we had that massive bull market, right, post COVID that we have, you would have seen every stock that is there, whether आपका खचरा stocks हो, अच्छा stocks हो, every stock made money over there. उसके बाद bear market आया, all the stocks started falling either 30 to 50%, and then when the next bull market came, see which are the stocks that again came back up. Only those stocks that that had a really good earnings momentum, only those stocks made an all-time high, new all-time high. So underlying क्या है? जब bear market आते हैं, जब whatever happens, आपका stock गिरता ही है. Now some stocks can fall 10%, some stocks can fall 20%, some stocks can fall even 50%. But when tomorrow again when the market corrects and everything that happens, only those stocks, see, जब गिरता है सब गिरता है, but जब ऊपर आता है, only those stocks with a really good earnings momentum, जिसका कोई problem नहीं है, जिसका दाल में कुछ काला नहीं है, सिर्फ वही stocks ऊपर आते हैं. So now you understand why you have to hold these stocks, right? कि like I hope now you understand. Please understand, just because you're holding good businesses, that doesn't mean they're not prone to volatility. But एक चीज है, because you're holding good businesses, when the time clears up, when the sky is clear, only those will make a new all-time high. ये एक चीज है. The second thing, whether you have to square off your positions over here, kya kare and everything, right? See, market is not going to come and knock at my door, be like, Prerna, kal bear market aane wale, 2% tumhara portfolio girne wala hai, so you know what you have to do, you have to like take 15% of the money off the table. Neither will if somebody come and knock at my door and be like, you know what, kal se bull market chalu hone wala hai, and you put some money, in your portfolio, and don't keep any cash, be 100% invested in the market. Nobody is going to come and knock at your door, okay? Nobody absolutely will come, and you will not be able to predict a bull, bear, dog market, whatever it is. Nobody has been able to do until now, neither you nor I, none of us can do it, okay? The only thing you can do is keep investing in good businesses. That is only thing in your control. Think about it, right? मैं एक और चीज बोलती हूँ कि like I don't understand why you people are so scared as of now with volatility. अगर आपको volatility से इतना भी अभी डर लग रहा है ना, then what is the point of reading investor PPT and checklist, right? There is absolutely no point. आपका investor PPT कॉल पढ़ना, क्या कर रहे हो, क्यों कर रहे हो ये सब, right? Because अगर आपको ये पढ़ के confidence नहीं आ रहा, आप फिर भी डर रहे हो ना, then there is something really wrong with you यहाँ पे. दूसरा चीज मैं बोलने वाली हूँ यहाँ पे, अगर आप देखते हो in terms with respect to all this volatility and everything, right? Right, like अगर आप यहाँ पर भी like it is completely okay to be scared, but आप इतना पढ़ के अगर आप ये scared रह के depending on the price का volatility you're going to take a decision, then what is the point, right? आप सिर्फ बोलते रहते हो कि like अरे when the times are good buy the stock, वो वॉरेन बुफे का famous dialogue है, right? When times are good buy the, don't buy and all of that, it's very nice to hear the stories, but today is the time you have to apply it in application. दूसरा चीज है, right? You will see जब बुल मार्केट रहता है, when stock is making an all time high and everything, and if you really wanted to buy that business, लोग क्या कहते हैं कि like I am waiting for this stock to fall 20 to 30% down. I'll buy this stock when this fall 20 to 30% down. And today we are in the market where all the companies are falling 20 to 30% down. लोगों को और एक complaint है, the valuation is too expensive. Without even understanding the runway for the business, they'll tell valuation is too expensive. Okay, आज तो भाई सब गिर के तो valuation भी कम हो गया. So what is stopping from you to buy it, right? अभी उल्टा, अभी वही लोग बोलेगा, उल्टा बोलेगा कि like अरे let the market come up and then I will buy. So you see the problem over here, right? Ultimately, जब ऊपर भी जाते आप नहीं खरीदोगे, जब आपको मार्केट एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दे रहे नीचे आके भी, तब भी आप नहीं खरीदोगे, right? So this is what it is. This is like today, if you are having a good business in your portfolio, right? It's like let's say iPhone 17 Pro, okay? Very new model, न्यू फोन, कुछ खराबी नहीं हुआ है, देयर इज नथिंग एब्सोल्युटली प्रॉब्लम, बट एप्पल या आपका अमेजॉन फ्लिपकार्ट बोल रहा है भाई 30% का मैं डिस्काउंट दे रहा हूँ, एंड यू बीन वांटिंग टू बाय एप्पल आईफोन, ओके, एंड यू बीन वेटिंग फॉर अ डिस्काउंट. अल्टीमेटली व्हेन द प्लेटफॉर्म या आपका कंपनी डिस्काउंट दे रहा है, यू आर नॉट बाइंग इट, राइट? एंड जब ऊपर भी था, जब वो डिस्काउंट पे नहीं ट्रेड हो रहा था, तब भी आप नहीं खरीदोगे, ठीक है? सो अभी not buying your good businesses with having a great earnings momentum is like somebody आपको सजा के आपको ताली में दे रहा है कि like भाई iPhone 17 Pro है, iPhone 17 Pro Max है, ले लो, and you're still not buying it, okay? कल जाके again that price will go up and again you'll be like अरे I wish I had bought it, right? So this is a story in every bull market and bear market you will come across, right? I know it is very hard. I know looking at the market condition every day when you see your portfolio falling, even if your portfolio, like some people might not lose on capital. Like for me, I've seen certain stocks reach an all-time high. Like for example, Yatharth, you might have seen it was trading at 750, 780 at one point, and now it is trading somewhere, I believe in that 650 something in that range. So when you've seen that all-time high, and wo all-time high se bhi niche aata hai na, from that 20% it comes, you feel sad. You feel really, really sad when every time you see your portfolio is coming down. But you see, this is the time that separates a good investor in the market versus a bad investor. A good investor will see कि like भाई मेरे business में कोई problem नहीं है. I have read the investor PPT. I have read the con call. There is no bad update. Company is executing what they are telling, right? सब चंगा चल रहा है. I will put my money over here, right? It is very, very, very hard to invest today. But the people who invest today, again, investing also in the right direction, put in those companies that are doing really well. They will reap. You know what? There is this famous thing, quote, na? Like you reap what you sow. What is it? You reap what you sow. You sow whatever. I mean, you get the point, right? That is the thing today. आज जो खरीदेगा, right? उसको कल जाके benefit मिलेगा, because they exhibited that perseverance, they exhibited that tenacity that a normal people didn't have, right? So whatever it is, don't try to be over smart and be like मैं square off करूंगा position, कल जाके जब market ऊपर आएगा I will add. Market will not come and knock at your door or my door and tell this, okay? But you have an option today, okay? If the iPhone is really good and if somebody is giving you a 30% discount, there is no problem with an iPhone. Go buy that if it has been on your wish list, right? If you have all of these companies build position on that. But at the same time also, agar you know, agar wo iPhone mein kuch dal mein kala hai, you know, something is wrong with that iPhone, and because of that they're getting a 30% discount, don't buy that iPhone. Matlab kya? There will be a lot of companies either in your portfolio or either in your wish list, right? Or not wish list, mein kya bol rahi hu, track list, right? which you know जिसका earnings momentum नहीं है, right? जिसका शायद you know कुछ problem हो चुका है, you know the management is crying in the con call कि like you know हमसे नहीं हो पा रहा है, you know, and everything. Do not buy these companies. It will be a biggest mistake, because a lot of people क्या करते हैं, अरे ये तो सस्ता है, I didn't buy it when the things were going well for the company and now it is like 30% down, they want to buy it. Don't be that mistake. Don't do that mistake. It is like buying एक iPhone, you know, जिसका already you know probably it has been used, the iPhone has been used, उसका कैमरा सही से नहीं चल रहा है and you're buying that. Don't do that mistake. But if it is also a mistake to not be buying, you know, when the opportunity is literally presented to you in a silver platter, okay? So this is, I know it is very hard, especially when you see your portfolio, right? एक all time high से you know low बना रहा है every time, सारा stocks नीचे जा रहा है, you feel like the world is ending, right? You feel like you want to square off the position, you feel like you know अरे भाई at least जो gains है वो मैं उठा के लेके जाऊंगा, right? You know, do not do that mistake. डटे रहो, जो भी कंपनी से जिसका अच्छा मोमेंटम है, where the management is very bullish, where they're promising or where they're executing on their promises, if you have these kind of companies, I know it is very hard, right? When you see that stock go down 20 to 30%, you know, from an all-time high, I know it is very hard, you know, to go back and invest over here. But this is what is going to separate you today, you know, from the bad investors to the good investors. So make sure you're deploying your money over there. It doesn't matter, you know, like whatever happens in the market, एक दिन तो market को ऊपर आना ही है. It could be today, it could be 3 months down the line, God knows. You and I cannot predict that. But put your money behind, you know, put your money behind those companies that are really good. Take this as an opportunity. I know it is very hard, but put your money, right? Understand this, like whatever happens tomorrow when the market goes up, those companies with good earnings momentum will make a new all-time high. And if you have those companies in your portfolio, make sure you're building your positions over there, make sure you're investing more, and take this time, you know, to like either clean your portfolio or you know invest more. Do not be scared. I know it is easy to panic and you know get off the market to you know like square off your positions, take your profit and everything, but please don't do that mistake, right? Keep investing, keep putting your money behind. This too shall pass.